lesbian.
I'm not even going to comment on it. It does happen for some people.
I mean, well, it does, and I can't talk. I certainly cannot talk about the expeditious process of lesbianism, but you guys got together pretty quickly.
We were friends first, and I had just moved to town and asked her if she needed a roommate, or she knew anybody who needed a roommate. And she said, I need a roommate. I was like, okay, you want to live together? And she's like, sure. And that was we had just met.
When did the romance strike up?
I don't know how much of this she'd want me to tell, but yeah, it was fairly. I mean, it was pretty quickly that we had a spark, and we were really into each other. And it was kind of like college roommates when you first move in and you stay up, talking late. And it was kind of like that. And it was pretty obvious we liked each other pretty quickly. So.
Okay. So again, back to the expeditious process of lesbianism. So, well, it was fantastic that you guys found that connection and you're still together, and then. Several years later, you guys decided that you wanted to have children.
Right, yeah, so we had lived in apartments in South Philly, and then we bought a house in West Philly, and also, to be stereotypical, renovated it ourselves mostly. And then, and then we decided to have kids. I mean, we always knew we wanted to have kids, and that was an early on discussion, talking about shared values, and that was one of the things we talked about early on, is that I wanted kids and she wanted kids, and that was a shared goal that we had. And then, we chose an anonymous sperm donor. We loved everything about him and his profile online. And Vicky's a year older than me, so she went first, and she got pregnant with twins. And we wanted 2 kids, so then we were done.
Well, so you were going to have the second child.
She was going to have 1, and I was going to have 1, and then it made sense once we had 2 and especially as Jess said, we had our hands very full. So the idea of having another one wasn't, that appealing.
I mean, I could just imagine if there was a twin of me. I mean, my mother, I would have felt so bad.
Can you see Jess with a girl twin? I mean, I'm trying to get the visual on that.
Watch out.
As long as the behavior is not the same, I think she would have been okay. But I think she probably would have run for cover.
My guys are very different from each other. I mean, they have a lot of things in common, a lot of interests in common, but personality-wise, they're actually pretty different.
See, my twin cousins are exactly the same. Like they were college roommates together. They now live down the street from each other. They and their wives both have kids the same age now, and I mean, they have the same collection of Van Halen tapes. I mean, it's ridiculous. So they are extremely alike, which is kind of cool for them.
Well, Vicky actually has twin brothers, and so her mom is also a mom of twins, and so the nearby grandmother of twins was very key in the early